Hello there, today is 1748. I'll be continuing with the Goff Rocker. I'll also be continuing with these zombies from Zombicide. I'll be putting together more of the Imperial Guard kill team. And lastly, I like to make little dioramas, and I started work on a little diorama a while ago, but I never got around to finishing it, so I'll be restarting that again, so hopefully I can get that finished by the end of the week. I'm not going to be doing much on the Goff Rocker today, just doing some of the brass and the gold, and I'll start work on his squig that he is standing on. It's just the flesh, the crocs and the hair to be done with the zombies. Then tomorrow I will finish off them completely by doing their base and adding the gore. For the little diorama, I'm going to quickly get this tiny little scroll that I'd already started previously out of the way. That way that's one bit down, and then I can start thinking about the colours and composition of the rest of it. All of that leaves me with just enough time to put together 4 of the kill team, leaving me with 3 left, I think, for tomorrow. The Goff Rocker is coming along quite nicely. I'll finish his squig off tomorrow and maybe start work on the guitar and the rest of the metallic bits. As I stated earlier, I just need to finish off the bases on these zombies, and that'll be another 4 done and dusted. I really like Kill Team, and I really like the individual models that Games Workshop produce for them, so these guys look really nice. And this tiny little scroll has been finished, and that's the first part of the new diorama done, so I'll continue more tomorrow. Hello again! Today is 1749. I'll be continuing work on the Goff Rocker. He's nearly finished. I will be finishing off the zombies. I'll be starting on the next tiny bit of detailing for the diorama that I'm making. And we'll get that kill team finished and stuck together today. For the zombies, it's just the base I'll be doing today. I'm starting them first because I've got a wash to do and I need that wash to dry so I can put a varnish on them before I add the gore and the blood. After that, I'll be finishing off the squig, or the skin of the squig, and I'll sort out the main colour of the guitar as well on the Goff Rocker. That way tomorrow it leaves just all the detailing, the metals and the teeth, and he should be finished. For the little stack of books and parchment, I've got to decide which colours I'm going to do the books. I'm going to do a couple of blues because I'll have that out, and I'll quickly get the parchment finished. I won't put any writing on it yet because I'm not sure if I want to or not, if I just want it to be blank. Now that the wash is dry, I'm going to give them a coat of varnish by hand. I used to use sprays, but quite often sprays tend to fog up, and it's a nightmare to try and fix. Sometimes it isn't even possible to fix it all. As it's also quite hot today, the varnish is dried fairly quickly, so I will add the blood, finishing off the zombies completely, ready to be packed back in their case. Lastly, just going to stick the last 3 Imperial Guard kill team models together so they are finally out of the way. I have no idea when I'm going to get around to painting these, and I've just pre-ordered the next lot that's about to come out as well, so yay, more putting models together. It never ends, it really doesn't. So that's the Goth almost finished. It's just the minor details now, the metals, the teeth, and he will be finished tomorrow by the look of things. That's also 4 more zombies down from Zombicide, thankfully. Don't know how many left I've got to go, but there's still a lot. I'm happy with the blue books. I need to work out what other colours I do for the next part. And that's all of the kill team now put together, ready for painting in the future. Today is 1750, and I will be finishing the Goff Rocker, as well as starting work on both of these Emma Frosts from Marvel Crisis Protocol, and a teeny tiny little bit of work on this part of the diorama. For the Goff Rocker, it is just the teeth and the metals to be done, and then he's complete. I'm really happy with the way this model comes out, and he's a really nice model. Normally I do clothing first on models to get that out of the way, but because Emma Frost is mostly white, I'm actually going to do her skin first. That way I can touch up any mistakes that go on the white, and then I'll do the white in a couple of days. And I'm just going to paint a couple of the books red, like a red leather. I'll start on that. I won't get much done, it'll just be the actual main colour on the wash today. And here he is, the Goff Rocker is done. He's an absolutely great model. I haven't based him yet because I've got a Noise Marine that I'm also going to paint up, and I'm going to have him in the same band, as it were. But yes, really happy, fantastic model. So that's the skin started. I just did the base coat and the wash, and I will pick up tomorrow. As I said, just a tiny bit done on this diorama, so hopefully I'll get more done tomorrow. Today is 1751, and I'm only going to be able to get the Emma Frost done today. I don't have enough time to do any of the other diorama. The skin was fairly easy to do. I'm not exactly happy with her eyes and her face though, so I might redo that later. I'm a lot happier with her diamond form. I think that's come out a little bit better. I'm going to give her a varnish, a gloss varnish when I'm finished, just to make it shine a little bit more, I think. But that will have to wait until I varnish the model completely. After I finished the skin, I then went on to do a grey wash, get ready for basically tomorrow when I start doing the rest of them, which is all white, so yay! Today is 1752, and I will be doing a little bit of work on one of the Emma Frost here because I don't have much time today. I'll also do a couple more books on the book stack. In fact, I'll probably do the rest. I'm going to do them in a brown, but that'll be all I do today. Painting white is a very time-consuming process if you want it done properly and so it looks smoothly. This probably won't be the only layer I do. I'm only going to do her trousers today because, like I said, I don't have much time, and it does take a very long time. In fact, it took me about 45 minutes to do her trousers, and by that point I was kind of getting a bit white blind. So I felt it was best to take a break at that point. The books are nice and simple to do. I actually did the continue with the red leather because I completely forgot to do that, and then went on to paint the brown on the other books and give it a wash. As you can see, still need a few more layers. I needed her trousers today. I will be doing some more tomorrow. This little stack of books, on the other hand, is nearly done, and I should do that tomorrow as well, just to get out of the way and to take a break from the white. I found myself with a little bit of spare time, so I thought I'd also spray up some miniatures. To begin with, it was just the battle droids, but as I kept going, I put too much white in the airbrush, so I sprayed a lot more than just the battle droids. Annoyingly, one of the battle droids is actually missing his arm, and his leg pinged off as well when I was getting ready to spray him, so I'm going to have to make one tomorrow. In the evening, me and the missus decided to play a quick game of Ghostbusters, the board game. It's a very simple game, quite fun. We came close to losing, but we managed to squeeze a win in at the end. If you can still find this, it is quite old now, I would suggest picking it up and giving it a go. I did paint all the miniatures in there because I enjoy painting miniatures, and I thought they were quite cool, and I wanted them to stand out a bit more as we played through the campaign. Today is 1753, and I am going to be completing the white on Emma Frost here. And I'll be repairing this battle droid that's completely knackered. I'll be gluing his leg back on, and I need to try and make a brand new arm for him. As this was going to be the more tedious task, I thought I would crack on with this. What I have to do is I have to kind of shave that arm down so it kind of matches the other one. It's going to be quite tricky. I don't know how good it's going to look, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. Before I did all that, I decided to glue his leg on. That way that would have plenty of time to dry while I was sorting out his arm. I didn't want his leg to move after I stuck it on, because the thing about some of these models is the pegs are quite small, and if you're not careful you can accidentally put them in the wrong place when gluing them together. So with that drying, I clipped off a little peg that was in the hand, and then I proceeded to smooth out any sort of bits that were originally part of the sprue. And then it was a matter of trimming down any pieces that wouldn't fit, such as this little knobbly bit here. I then also started to shave down quite dramatically the arm to get it a lot thinner than it actually is. So when trimming down the arm, I had to cut sort of significantly large chunks out to make sure that it was as thin as I could possibly get it and to look a bit better. If it doesn't look as good as I wanted to do, I might actually make a little feature out of it and make it look like some sort of on-field repair or something they had to do. And then I might actually like do the sort of chipping the paintwork to make them sort of stand out a little bit. Also for the model, this was actually the wrong hand, so I did actually have to chop the thumb off one side and glue it to the other. Here I'm bending the hand in so it looks like it's gripping the weapon a bit more. The original model was meant to be holding something in its hand, but not the rifle, so the fingers were a little bit more splayed out. So there's the thumb now glued onto the opposite side to make it look and fit better. While the thumb was drying, I thought I'd actually do some painting. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to do, so I'm just going to try and finish off the white on the diamond version of Emma Frost. After finishing the white on Emma, I then went on and glued the hand into place. It doesn't look great, but I think I can probably cover up with a good enough paint job. The biggest problem was the arm was a tiny bit too long, so I had to reposition the hand a little bit further away than I'd liked from the gun. I definitely think I'm going to paint this as like an emergency repair, so it looks and stands out a bit better on the battlefield. A package from Element Games also arrived. It's the stuff I pre-ordered and bought last week. Inside are a couple of yummy bits of rock. Absolutely love that. Thanks, Element Games. Some new white matte because I'm running out. I also brought the Weird Hollow Plague Pack because I've got every single warband of Warhammer Underworld so far, and I don't want to stop. I really enjoy the game and I love the miniatures. I think they're really well done. Most of the rest is all the stuff they released for Kill Team, apart from the Dark Eldar, because I managed to actually get the box when they released that initially. Unlike these guys, which if you follow anything to do with Kill Team, you know these things sold out like literally instantaneously because a load of bots sniped them and then immediately put them on eBay at double the price. I also got a base for an upcoming commission because the model he has doesn't come with it, and finally the annual, so I can actually put together the teams and use the teams in Kill Team. I think after I'm done with Star Wars Shatterpoint, I'm going to start doing Kill Teams, and I'm going to alternate between Shatterpoint and Kill Team to get stuff done, because I've got quite a lot of backlog on Kill Team. So Diamond Emma Frost is nearly finished. I'm going to start the white on the other version of her, and then I'm not entirely happy with her legs. There's something bugging me there and I can't see what it is, but I'll sort that out tomorrow. And the droid is done. I think it looks quite good, to be honest. I think, considering I don't normally do conversions, I think it's come out quite well. It's a little bit noticeable, but not too bad. Today is 1754, and I'm going to be starting the white on this version of Emma Frost. I'll be spraying this little dude up white as well, so he can be sprayed a base colour along with the rest of the battle droids here. I'll just be doing the first couple of coats of white on this version of Emma Frost today, and tomorrow I think I'm going to do a third and final on both of them, so then they'll be complete and I can do the hair and the base as well tomorrow. I'm hoping when the spray hits the arm is even less noticeable. Like I said yesterday, even if it is, I can still kind of make a little bit of a feature out of it, make it look like it's been an emergency repair on the battlefield. So I looked around and asked a few friends what colours they use to paint their battle droids, and unfortunately I don't have any of those colours, and I want to get these guys started today, and I don't have anywhere to actually go to buy the colours, so I thought I'd start with a base of light brown, and then tomorrow I'll work on which shading I'm going to use and which highlight. So there we are. As you can see, they definitely need one more final touch up of white to make it a little bit brighter and make it a little bit neater, especially the psychic version of Emma Frost's cape there. That definitely needs to be sorted. I'm also happy with the light brown that I used for these guys. That does seem to match, at least with my eyes, the way they look in the film, and I should be working on them more tomorrow. I've been pretty busy this week, so unfortunately I didn't get as much painted as I liked, but what I have got painted I'm happy with, and what I've got started I'm just as happy with, so it's been a good week. Thank you for watching if you've made it all the way to the end. Give us a like and a subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and I hope to catch you next Sunday. Thanks again. Bye.